Hey everyone, it's Nancy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get and maintain a 5-star rating on Instacart, okay? Like always, please just go ahead and make sure you subscribe. I do want to start by saying that ratings in Instacart fluctuate. So like it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. However, I have been able to maintain a 5-star rating in Instacart for quite some time, and I will attach the images to this video. So here you can see I have completed 922 orders and I currently have a 5-star rating here on Instacart. I've had this rating for quite some time, and that's why I decided to make this video. And I want to share with you things that I do so that way you can implement them in your own personal shopper journey, and that way you can crush it on Instacart. A 5-star rating is like a really big deal because it lets Instacart know that this person is likable, this person knows what they're doing, and customers are satisfied. And so when you're able to constantly get positive reviews, you're able to constantly get 5 stars. Like I always say, Instacart isn't a logarithm. And so when you do these orders and people are giving you 5-star, 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 it's going to push you up in the algorithm. It's going to, because it's positive feedback that you're getting. Just like on the opposite spectrum, you have negative feedback. So if you're constantly getting 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, it's going to push you out of the algorithm. It's just really important to always make sure that you're keeping this in mind for people who have, people who want to be diamond card shoppers or platinum card shoppers, even wanting to be favorite shoppers. Those are going to be people who have high ratings in the app. Those are going to be the 4.9, the 5.0 Instacart shoppers. So just making sure you keep that in mind, and all you have to do is learn these skills to help you get to that 5-star rating. That's all you have to do, is you have to learn them and you have to apply them in your shopping. So let's get right into it so we can get you to a 5-star rating, okay? So number 1, you need to be personable. And personable just means your ability to be friendly and get along well with others. In this case, others being your customers. So your customers have to like you. That's how they're gonna give you a 5-star rating. 5-star literally means that they're happy, they're satisfied, they liked everything about you. Now, you have to understand that these people don't know you. They're not your friends. They've never met you. So all you have is the impression from the moment you accept the order to the moment you drop the order off at their house or their office or wherever. That's it. That is it. That is literally it. Those are the only deciding moments that decide your rating with this particular customer. So it's important to always make sure you have a strong impression and that you're coming across as someone who's personable. That is super important. You have to be able to be friendly with these people. No, you don't have to be besties. You don't have to hang out on the weekends, but from the moment you accept the badge in the app to the moment you drop it off at their door, they need to like you. That's how you get a 5-star rating. And once you're somebody who really understands the nature of people, I think that's one thing Instacart has taught me a lot as well. It's like understanding the nature of people, understanding how to be, to talk to people of all backgrounds. Because when you do Instacart, you're going to meet you're going to do deliveries for different types of people. So you have to be able to be personable. People have to, people have to like you. I know we always say, I don't care who like me. When you're doing this app, you want your customer to like you. That's how you're going to get tips. That's how you're going to get 5-star ratings. That's how you're going to get pushed up in the algorithm. You can get to that 5-star rating. It's really important to be personable, to be friendly, and to be likable. Don't overthink it. And try not to be blunt in your responses, but also you don't have to be excessively wordy as well. Know how to say what you need to say effectively without over usage of extra words that mean nothing, because people find that annoying as well. But you also don't want to be too blunt and too harsh and too brash as well, because that's also not a friendly approach. So if you struggle with that, you should probably work on knowing how to speak to people so that they feel respected, that they feel heard, because that's going to get you a 5-star rating. So that's number 1, is to be personable, and that is a skill. And just like any other skill, you can master it if you practice. Number 2, you need to be caring. Like, I know I said it in my initial video that got so many views, but it's the same thing. You need to be caring, and if you're not caring, people can feel it. Like, people can feel it through the phone. I'm telling you, they can tell when you don't care about their order. They can tell when you don't care about finding their items. People can tell. People can tell when you're trying. Just like I feel like in life, people can tell when you put in effort and when you care. And people can also tell when you don't care. It's really important to be caring. It's really important to handle their items with care. When you put them in your basket, you're not just throwing them and slamming them down. That is, you risk damaging them. When you are putting them in your car, whatever is fragile, you want to make sure, if you have any glass items, making sure that you handle all of their items with care. You have to be, people can tell presentation, even when you deliver it to their door. Don't just put all the bags everywhere like a mess. Put them in one focal spot. It's so many small details that I believe make a Instacart order smooth. I'm going to give you that 5-star rating. It's not just overlooking the small things, because the small things is what's going to set you apart from everybody else, okay? So just being caring. I'm not saying you got to attach a card to every Instacart order. You don't have to do that. You just have to really care about what you're doing, and the customer has to feel it, and that's what's going to get you a 5-star rating, okay? All right, number 3, be efficient. Don't be lazy. Nobody wants a lazy shopper. If you don't want to do it, go offline. Go do something else that day. When you start your day, if you got to drink coffee, if you got to drink energy drink, or whatever you got to do to get you pumped up and to get you motivated, and, so that you're able to do these people's orders with energy, with enthusiasm, because nobody wants to deal with somebody who is lazy. I personally don't drink coffee. I don't drink energy drinks or any of that stuff. But if you have to do that for you, then do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? So don't be lazy. Be efficient. Run on high productivity. To be productive, you need to be efficient, because time is such a valuable asset. Time is so relative to how much money you can make. So you want to make sure that you are efficient, and that you're not sluggish and you're not lazy. And you also want to make sure you try to find the items, because the customers can also feel when you're lazy and you just want to go through the store and kind of get it over with, and you're not really like enthusiastic about finding them their items, and you just try to replace everything, or you just try to refund everything. That's going to get you a low rating as well. Like, try your hardest to find these people's items. Do not be lazy and literally go to the aisle and be like, oh, they don't got it. Don't do that, because it's not helping you. It's not helping you. And when you cannot find items and you keep refunding, it's actually lowering your batch pay. Not find whole milk. Don't tell the customer. Sometimes people don't even tell the customer. They'll just replace it with ice cream. And sometimes the customer doesn't know until it's at their door. You're going to get a 1-star rating. You don't do that. You don't replace milk with ice cream. They're not interchangeable. Okay? So it's just small things like that. Okay? Number 4, communication. That chat is your communication. Like, you need to utilize that chat to the best of your ability. You have to know how to communicate to people to get what you need, what you want. You have to. That is pivotal to your success on Instacart. You have to know how to ask the right questions. You have to know how to ask the customer, is this okay? Okay, you have to know how to speak to get what you need. You see what I'm saying? You can't assume. You cannot assume. That's one thing you need to. Assumption will be the death of you on Instacart. Do not assume that the customer wants this. Do not assume that the customer you don't know these people. You don't know them. So you can't assume that they like this or they like that. You have to ask. You see what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're an effective communicator. That is super pivotal to getting a 5-star rating on Instacart. And one thing life has taught me is when someone's asking questions, it's literally correlated to their to the level of how much they care. So if someone's asking you questions, they care about the topic. They care about what they're doing. So it's really important to ask questions, to not make assumptions. Okay? And but you don't want to ask anything personal, because you always want to make sure you're professional. So when you use this communication, use the chat, always be professional, because if you're inappropriate or you're not professional, some people will report you to Instacart. Some people will put you on their they don't want you to shop for them anymore. Like, you don't ever want to cross that line, because again, you don't know these people, and something that you might think is a joke is inappropriate, and they will take it that way. So you got to be very, very careful and making sure that you stay professional. So be an effective communicator. Be someone who is responsive. If they send you a message, don't say, oops, I didn't see it, when you get to their house. You need to be checking that chat. That is your go-to. You need to be looking at that chat, being active, and seeing if the customer is saying anything. you need to be responsive, okay? Don't ignore them because that's not gonna get you a 5-star. Number 5, last but not least, make use of sending pictures into the chat. Not everybody is a visual person, but a lot of people are visual people. If I was to go into the store and say, hey, those crackers that you wanted, they don't have it, but they have it. The crackers that you wanted, the original flavor, they don't have, but they have the sea salt flavor. They have the sour cream and onion flavor. Those are words. If I were to send a picture of the shelf, the customer would make a decision a lot quicker. So it's really important to send pictures. Send the customer visual representations of what exactly you're seeing on the shelf, because a lot of times the customer will say, oh, okay, I'll just take the sour cream and onion. Thank you. And so you'll get that reaction, and that's them confirming that they understand that you care. So that again goes into getting you a high rating, a 5-star rating on the app. So I hope you found all of these tips useful, and I hope you can apply them so that you can be an amazing Instacart shopper with a 5-star rating. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.